Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and for my essay and presentation, I'm going to be explaining how women do not have the same opportunities and are treated unfairly in the workplace. So first I want to get into the history of women's rights. For hundreds of years now, as we all know and have learned in our history books and from elder women, maybe your grandmothers or whoever, women's rights weren't equal. Not until 1972 were finally women's rights the same as men's rights. So when I'm talking about women being treated unfairly and not given opportunity, I'm specifically speaking in the workplace now. And this is a huge issue in today's society where women feel they do not have equal opportunity that men have to succeed in their work, whatever it is. And not only equal opportunity, but they feel like they've been treated unfairly. A few specific things that I want to get into is how women feel sexualized and sexist remarks are made to women, how women aren't taken seriously in the workplace, and how women feel that men don't look at them the same as their other men colleagues, if that makes sense. So for my paper and essay, I'm going to be using the TV show The Office, starring Steve Carell. This show started in 2005 on NBC, and I'm going to be using two specific characters to give examples and connect it to real world examples. So Michael Scott is the boss, that's Steve Carell in this show, and Pam Beasley is his assistant, and she works the front desk at Michael is constantly making sexist comments and sexual references to Pam that are degrading to her, and there's a lack of respect from Michael to Pam in the show that is clear because Michael doesn't give Pam the same treatment that he gives the male employees in the show. An example of this is when Michael will ask Pam for advice on women. Michael is always having women problems in the show, and he goes to Pam for questions. But as soon as Pam starts talking, Michael interrupts her and will say, "Why should I ask you? You're a woman. You wouldn't understand a man's problems." And this, although is a small example, it's just another example of how, because she's a woman, he's already saying she wouldn't understand him. Another example of how Michael, on a different note, sexualizes Pam is when he makes comments like this. Pam, those glasses make you look ugly. In order to get hotter, Pam, take the glasses off. You are moving in the wrong direction. This is very degrading to a woman because women usually wake up before work or whatever. They do their hair, makeup, and try to look good. And Michael immediately insults her as soon as she walks in. All Pam says is, "I forgot my contacts." This shows that Pam doesn't feel like she can speak out. And this is a problem because when someone feels they can't speak out, they get controlled. And she feels maybe if she speaks out, she'll lose her job or he won't treat her well, which is already the case, but she feels like she has to be under his power. Michael devalues Pam's abilities many times in the show. Pam has definitely explained to Michael that she wants to move up in the company and that she has higher goals than just being his assistant. Whenever she brings up these ideas to Michael, Michael always tells her she's exactly where she needs to be. She's in the right place. And this also relates to society and place because women over the last 20 years especially have been saying that they feel they can't move up in the company or they don't have the same opportunities because they're not taken seriously enough. So that's kind of a quick summary of how Pam and Michael can relate to real life examples in the workplace. So my arguments are to show how The Office, although it's maybe a little exaggerated or the things are comical, how they do relate to the workplace. And I want to just give a quick stat. According to PEW research, 4 out of 10 women say they have experienced gender discrimination personally in the workplace. To me, that's a problem, and I'm sure to most people that's an alarming rate because 2 out of every 5 women are experiencing some type of discrimination in the workplace where it should be a safe and good environment at all times where they don't feel worried about, either being sexualized or just not being treated fairly or not being taken seriously because they've worked just as hard as a man's worked to get to this point. A quick quote I would like to end this presentation on. It's by Lawrence J. Peter, and it says, "Equal opportunity means everyone will have a fair chance at being incompetent." All this means is let every person, man, woman, whatever, have the same opportunity to fail. But don't tell someone they can't succeed when they've put in the same work and are doing the same things that a man is doing or whatever the situation is. Thank you.